the only generation born fully in the 21st century.
This is the first generation who have fully grown up digital, and that is key in terms of influencing their consumer choice as well.
These kids are going to have more access to more information than the greatest thinkers of all of history.
मेरा नाम अदनव सिंह है. My name is Arhan.
My name is Vedant. My name is Manthan Kabrat. My name is Daksh Dhanuka. My name is Bhuvnesh Lakhani.
11 years.
Age 11. I am 11 years and I am 11 years old. I am 9 years old. I am 11 years old.
These are the first to actually have a world entirely dominated by digital technology. Of course, attention to hai nahi, and of course they're very disrespectful compared to the earlier generations. They speak their mind. That's a good thing. They are aware about so many things again, which is a positive trait.
We're Gen Alpha influencers. Of course, we are obsessed with
High singular dating.
dating. Actually, long distance. Okay. And how much? 16.9% of 100? I don't know.
I think the biggest advantage is technological advancement. Because of the global exposure, because of education, which is not just now keeping you to schools, but also to different countries, continents apart. So you're actually learning a lot more than anyone else has ever learned.
So Doraemon is my favorite cartoon, and because of that, I have also learned Japanese. I know Japanese language and its theme song. But okay, I want to be a very big businessman, like to be in Google company's head or some position. Google, because it's a vast company that helps you like to communicate and your questions, your queries. It has recently launched its AI version also.
The biggest disadvantage is the attention span. Like I've seen with the own kids in my family, they can't focus on one thing at a time. Like you give them the phone, they will look at it, but supposedly if it's mobile data because of which it's buffering and it's not the Wi-Fi, they will keep the phone aside because they don't want to see now what, because it's buffering. They don't have their attention bandwidth.
As soon as the kid is born, I've seen all the parents, even the underprivileged, phone सबके पास somehow, सड़क पे भिखारी रहेगा उसके पास भी phone तो देखोगे, बड़ा smartphone.
So the impact of digital products on the children are very high. I would really blame it on the parents, calling it an excuse. I am not able to control. He is asking for it. He was not used to it or she was not used to it. We are the one who have exposed them. So this has led to a lot of negative things. Restlessness, lack of patience, lack of acceptance, lack of accepting rejections or saying no, and adaptability, emotionally unstable. The moment you take the thing out of the device, out of the child shows tantrums, gets cranky. So eventually what happens? The mother or father or whoever it is, they give them. But what happens to the child is a big damage.
नहीं, वो गलत है। हॉबीज़ खराब होता है उनका। जब ये सिर्फ़ फ़ोन से वो ये करेंगे तो आगे चल के वो फ़ोन की ज़्यादा इतनी कर उनको बच्चे लोगों को फ़ोन ही नहीं देना चाहिए, पढ़ाई पर ध्यान देना चाहिए।
आज के बच्चे मोबाइल, टीवी में ज़्यादा हो गए हैं। मुझे तो गलत लगता है, गेम्स दो, अलग-अलग नई-नई गेम्स लाके दो कि उसका माइंड उसमें कवर रहे। ये मोबाइल अच्छी बराबर नहीं है मेरे हिसाब से।
All the games that are available online, um, children have been so involved with all these games, and they have been involved so much into it that the online interactions feel real to them, whereas human interactions feel unreal. And this has diminished human interactions among children tremendously.
गलत है ऑनलाइन गेम्स, ऑनलाइन फ्रेंड्स बनाना वो भी गलत है। ये अंदर-अंदर क्या होता है हमको पता नहीं है। जो जब हो जाता है तभी पता चलता है ये ऑनलाइन गे फ्रेंड्स खेल रहे थे, गेम्स खेल रहे थे, बना रहे थे फ्रेंड्स वो सब।
क्या है? अबे तो तूने करेगी हो? अंकित हटाइए जरा। ये इसे दिखना चाहिए, सब जने देख लो। ये ऐसा बच्चा है जिसने अपने घर के पैसे कैसे गेम में लगा दिए। देखो सब जने, घर पे लगा दिए। तूने लगा कैसे खर्च हुए फिर उसमें से पैसे? पता नहीं कैसे, पता नहीं। फ्री फायर में ना टॉप अप के ऊपर हिस्ट्री आती है पूरी।
Now, because of this aggression, especially aggression that I'm seeing on the TV, in the computer, automatically for me as a kid, I believe, yeah, it's okay. I can talk rudely to my elders. I can be mean to my friends. I can throw tantrums. I can go to a shopping mall and lie down on the floor and, just put my hands and legs here and there. Because that's what TV shows, your kid throws tantrum a certain way. So you learn to throw the tantrum a certain way.
So children are being overstimulated by the violent content that they have online. Usually, everyone, including children, need time to process their emotions. And while you're processing your emotions, if you're constantly bombarded by violent content that is already available online, that kind of distorts the entire idea of being able to emotionally or process your emotions.
कोई बात पे अगर कोई चिल्लाना रहेगा, कुछ जोर से बोलना रहेगा, सामने जवाब देना रहेगा, तुरंत वो लोग वो सीख जाते हैं।
वो एक इंसान टॉयलेट से बाहर आता है उस बस
One's head coming out creepily inside a toilet.
Skibidi bom 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 skibidi bom bom nipil.
So Cocomelon is one show that I have also recently watched, and currently it has really taken a lot of hype because of the kind of images and the kind of relationships it is basically selling. They are just zoning out because of the overstimulating images. Even if you watch it, you will see that the colors are extremely bright. It is very trance-like. It's a lot of optical illusions that they use. So what ultimately happens, you're putting kids in a state which is very trance-like. So what happens? Because of the kind of relationships that you're showing, the kids, they feel that, okay, so everything has to be very fast paced, you know, first you do this, then you do this, then you do this, but you are not paying attention to the slow paced regular work.
Here's a video of them reacting to the soundtrack. This technique of controlling attention started with Sesame Street. During their secret tests, they would trap kids between two screens. On one, they'd show their program, and on the other, colorful distractors. That's when they found out they could use quick cuts, bright colors, and sudden movements to force kids to watch, whether they wanted to or not. Today, the company behind Cocomelon has supercharged this with a tool called Distracton. Similar to Sesame Street's experiments, they set up a two-monitor setup. One screen plays Cocomelon, and the other shows regular everyday activities like someone pouring coffee or a haircut. Every time a child's attention shifts to real-life scenes, researchers note it down. They use this data to figure out exactly which parts of their shows work and which don't. Take the colors, for example. Cocomelon uses maximum saturation, the same technique used in slot machines. The pacing? The scene changes every 1 to 2 seconds, making regular paced activities seem boring.
If we talk about Instagram, you will find information readily available, whether it be on trauma, depression, anxiety. Awareness is required, and that is one aspect of it. However, when it is constantly there and it is constantly desensitizing most of the topics, you will see children these days using terms like trauma very backhandedly. But because of social media, because now everything is so easily available, everything that's happening in the world is at your fingertips within seconds. So we learn also from there, but we learn negative also from there. So the influence of parents is decreasing.
It's just that the usage of the technology has to be in a way where it is not harmful for the learning. So जैसे हमको बचपन में हर चीज़ का टाइम टेबल होता था, वैसे ही ऐसा होना था। अभी because of the technology is all around, so the entire day is into browsing. So ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. So it has to have a limited intervention.
लगता है सोशल मीडिया कंटेंट क्रिएटर इन्फ्लुएंस कर रहा है बच्चों के करियर चॉइसेस को। हाँ, सोशल मीडिया फिर भी अच्छा है क्योंकि उसमें पता चलता है सब कुछ क्या है, क्या नहीं वो सब। अगर आपका बच्चा बोलेगा उसको ऐसा कंटेंट क्रिएटर सोशल मीडिया में जाना है तो शायद भेजते हैं हम लोग।
Alpha, how they're going to be employed in any sector because they are independent, they are assertive, they know they're very creative also. They don't follow rules, so that helps them come out with something unique. So that's going to bring out more ideas. But then you should learn to work in a society course.
Generation Alpha, their problem is that you don't have to put so much of problem solving or creativity, you know. You just need to come up with a random thought that, okay, today I will make a beautiful looking flower. Just put it on AI, a beautiful flower will come in front of you. You just now need to draw the same way, or even if you don't want to draw it, you know that the AI will draw it. You just need to print it out.
The technology never kills the creativity, or AI never, I think, enhances the creativity. It's just that how, as an individual, your own original thoughts are. If you're totally dependent on the technology, then obviously you're not creative. You're showing that you are creative, but you're dependent on the technology. But from inside, if some thought has originated from inside you, you'll always take help and cue from the technology rather than wholly dependent.
Before also people think that laptop will take over the replacement, but they actually help human. Right, I think robots will also help human, but these robots are like, they do self work, so they can little affect the jobs.
But more and more parents, like give the phone to as long, even 2-year-old, 3-year-old. So by the time they reach 10, 11, it's becomes completely out of hand. And that generation, that is also making them more aggressive compared to our generation. I still, when they say कि PDF पढ़ लो ऐसे कि please, if you can buy a book, still, printed book. So that can be done more with pre-primary and to some extent with primary also. After that, it's hopeless.
क्योंकि अभी तो हमारी जॉइंट फैमिली है, इसीलिए थोड़ा बॉन्ड लगता है कि सब साथ में बैठ के खाए। फिर अलग हो जाएंगे तो ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं, वो उसमें ही होगी, टीवी मोबाइल में हम लोग हमारे काम में रहेंगे, तभी बॉन्ड नहीं लगता है।
रिश्तों में तो हम लोग जैसे निभा रहे हैं वो लोग ऐसे तो निभाएंगे ही नहीं। वो रिश्ता के साथ उसे रखेंगे नहीं, वो लोग अपनी लाइफ में बिजी रहेंगे ज्यादा। और वो हम लोग जैसे किसी की केयर करते हैं देखते हैं, वो लोग तो वो भी नहीं देखे। केयर तो दूर की बात है वो।
Na koy morto si, hawa mi say mobile pa ko na makar hoy je. Koy mas ton dan ni mo la. Kain lo kare so ka mane thora par kai. Hoba ti khawa ke mara mobile hoy je. तो काम करो कि मगर और काम सही जाए अच्छा very ada
Kids, even as young as class 1 and 2, 6, 7-year-old also, they know that these adults are scared of. So वहीं से bullying चालू हो जाता है. Like, तो being assertive and being bully, like these are very fine lines. There is always a fine line between all these. So that line is now at all non-existent or it's blurred. I've had so many parents, they were scared that बच्चा की मनमानी करे जा रहा था because parents were scared कि they'll kill themselves.
वो जबरदस्ती जब बच्चे मांगते हैं, जब उनको ये करते तो माँ बाप को देना पड़ता, नहीं तो बच्चे आजकल बच्चे क्या करते हैं, कई पढ़ाते हैं पढ़ते नहीं है और जा करके बदमाशी करते हैं, तो इसके लिए उनको देना पड़ता है कार्टून देखने के लिए। सही है, नहीं देगा तो बच्चे भी आजकल बदमाशी ये करते हैं सर, क्या करें।
Generation Alpha will use authoritative parenting style because it's a lot of negotiation based, it is a lot of logical reasoning, but also permissive parenting style, which says that, oh, you want to go out with your friends? Yeah, go for a sleepover. Oh, you want to go for this? Go. I mean, kids in class nursery is having a boyfriend or a girlfriend, and they know the difference between a boyfriend and a girlfriend and a normal friend.
हम आपके हैं कौन?
मेरे तस्वीर में तुम रोज आती हो, चुपके से तुम आकर मेरा घर सजाती हो।
So they have to be friends and yet be a parent. That balance has to be struck very early in life. You can't, be autocratic at say till 5 साल की एज तक, and then 7-10 साल की एज में you come and say कि बेटा क्या चल रहा है तुम्हारी लाइफ, because now they're scared कि उसका कोई बॉयफ्रेंड तो नहीं है, क्या कर रही है. You can't suddenly, kids won't allow you into their life after that. So the moment they're born, from that age, you have to be a parent and a best friend both at the same time. Then balance has to be learned with the parent, so that the kids learn to share. They can come back home to a safe environment where they have a parent who gives them safety, yet who understands कि आजकल क्या चल रहा है.
Take your kids to the park. Make sure they are mingling with more people. They're speaking to more people. Especially they're seeing a lot of green and blue, in the nature. Because it really helps with the eyes. The fact that you're constantly on your touchpad, it does affect your eyes. It does affect your posture as well. Now, when you're in a park, you're playing with other people, you're seeing more green and blue. Number one, it helps with your vision. Number two, your posture becomes better.
परी आप बाहर जाके खेलते हो? हाँ. क्या खेलते हो? हाइड एंड सीक.
साइकिल चलाओ।
साइकिल. आपकी हॉबीज क्या है?
શું ગમે વધારે તને શું મજા આવે વધારે
મોબાઈલ રમવાનું, ક્રિકેટ રમવાનું,
फुटबॉल क्रिकेट और अच्छा अच्छा खाने का है ना
मुलं काय आताचे मुलं 100% मोबाईलमध्येच आहेत. त्यांना वरचा देव बी मग खाली सांगितला ना, आताचे मुलं सुधारणार नाहीत. हे 100%. आई-बापाला लोकं आताचे मुलं उलटे बोलतात. त्या मुलांना आताच्या मुलांना सांभाळणं ना लई कठीण आहे, लई कठीण आहे. आई-वडील किती सांगतील ना ते कमी आहे. त्याच्यावर डोक्याच्या वरी करतील. तेच मोबाईल देण्यापेक्षा पोरांना स्पोर्टमध्ये टाका, क्रिकेटमध्ये टाका, खो-खोमध्ये खेळा, कबड्डी खेळा.
You may say like a gaming console as a 3D, yeah, all that. But then reality is not that. So eventually when you see, everything will look like one thing. I've seen children like when you give a book, they'll do zoom this. So the notebook thing is not there, zoom. So actually your eyes, if there is no problem, it can capture even the smallest of things. Even as an adult, sometimes I will go also. So this is something that is registered in the mind too many times when you use it. That you can see nowadays in the child, and we start laughing about that. It's not something to laugh. It's something to be concerned about.
Because all the jobs in future will be based on automation, will be on the base of AI. So you have to give them that exposure, right? So when it comes to parents as well as the education system for parents, you will have to give your kids the devices. You cannot be like this that, it's a kid, I will not give cognitive development, emotional development, behavioral development, all of that, we all get it. But then again, if you're not giving your kids the devices, how will they succeed? Because the person next to them in class is using the devices. They will win the race. And of course, everyone is very ambitious nowadays. You have to be, there is no other option. But then again, now at such a time, when everyone is using the devices and you are allowing, which you should, you just need to make sure you're monitoring, number one, what kind of content they're watching. With more technological advancement, there are also advancements where you can block certain sites. You, number one, need to do it. Number two, the device that you are using for yourself and the device that your kid will use for their education needs to be different. It should not be the same device because, see, you will watch content which includes adult things, right? You will sometimes search certain things which is more adult and mature related. Now, if the same device the kid is using, they will click on those links they're not supposed to click.
More problems like anxiety, depression is going to be more in Alpha than in Z.
So how I see this generation as they mature into adulthood, definitely little bit smart, little bit over smart also sometimes, because they think they know everything, but that is not how it works. You don't know everything, AI knows everything.
Impact for the Gen Alpha might not be seen right now in a large way, but this is going to show up in the longer sense, like when they turn 20, 25 or 30, 35, this impact is going to be showing up in a different way. Maybe emotional instability will be very high. They may not be having the group dynamics. They may not be socially compatible. They like to be loners. When you're alone, we are social animals, of course. As humans, we are social animals. But when we are alone, we are going to be depressed after a point of time. Definitely that is going to impact on us. So that is how our system was going to temples or going out, going for a walk or going to the market, everything. But now everything is in the thing. Ordering in tabs, which comes home. Hardly we people go out, which is very bad. So this impact for the Gen Alpha is going to be seen after a few years in a different way. I'm not telling like don't go to the screen time, because technologically we have to be acquainted with that. But we can restrict the time, or we can restrict the use as to what we are using. Because the child is bored, because the child is cranky, because the child has to be engaged, is not the time where we give the tabs or any digital devices, not for pride, not for peer pressure, but for educational purposes. Yes, it is useful, but otherwise it is a damage for the child, particularly this generation.